Hello, welcome back to another video with me, Louise Egan from Wordpress.com. Today I'm going to be comparing the 4 best hosting providers for you when you're setting up your website. I've done a full comparison of all these 4, and to be honest, these are the 4 that I have picked out, and I think they're going to give you everything you need. So let's get started and I'll compare everything for you. Okay, so as I said today, I'm going to be comparing 4 different hosting providers, and I'm going to be comparing them uh, based on their basic plans. And I'm going to be adding in 4 different criteria. So those criteria are their basic hosting plans, email, SSL certs, and domain names, because that's everything you need to actually get your website up and running from your hosting provider. So if they offer them for free, that's great. If they don't, I'm going to be adding them in, and that will factor into the cost. And I'll just be giving you my own personal opinion on each one. So I'm going to start with Blacknight. Now, Blacknight are only available in Ireland, UK, and Europe. I find them absolutely fantastic. They're currently my hosting provider, and I've never had any trouble with them. I've been on their basic plan now for 2 years, and I still have more than enough bandwidth and storage space and email and everything. And I just find them absolutely fantastic. They have great support. If you ever need, if you have a problem, they have live chat, and if you need to transfer over your domain, they're very, very helpful. So if you are in Europe or Ireland, I would 100% recommend Blacknight. Um, the great thing is that you can get everything in one place. So they offer domains, hosting, email, and security. The cost, they might try and upsell you a small bit. Um, so they might try and give you a backup and spam and all that. If you just go on to, when you're checking out, just turn these off. You don't need them right now. And I actually have a link in the description that will give you a free domain name, which is fantastic because if you just go onto the Blacknight website, they actually don't say anything about free domain names. So if you follow my link, you'll get a free domain name, which is brilliant. And then the basic hosting is, to be honest, it's actually the best basic hosting I've seen. You get 30 websites, you get like 2 or 3 gigabytes for email, free email. Um, and I think you get 5 emails for each of those 30 websites, which is actually fantastic. So don't worry about getting any of these extra mailboxes. You're going to have more than enough. So then all you need is the positive SSL. Everything else is included, and it'll get you a free domain name. As you can see, I just haven't added a domain name, but if you follow my link, you can put in your free domain name. So that comes to, with including that, about €98. So that's for 1 year, which it's probably one of the more expensive ones, but to be honest, I think it's worth it. Um, I haven't never had any problems with Blacknight. Their speeds are fantastic, and to be honest, it's the best basic package. So you get a lot more with this basic package, even though it costs a small bit more. You do get a lot more. So that's the first one. I would highly recommend it. The only downside is that, as I said, it's not available in the US. So if you're in the US, this isn't really an option for you. However, if you're in Europe, it's definitely an option. The next one I'm going to compare is Bluehost. Now, this is probably one of the bigger um, hosting. They host over 2 million websites, which is quite impressive. And they, of course, are worldwide. So, what I really like about Bluehost is that you do get a free domain and you get free SSL, which like is very, very good because they're 2 things you don't have to pay for. They have 24/7 support. Their support does seem to be very, very good. They also have a 30-day money back guarantee, which is always helpful. However, I think if you're buying hosting, I have never thought of getting my money back. I never had any problems. But it is nice to know that the option is there if you need it. Um, so they do offer free domain privacy as well, but it's actually quite interesting. So if you are on your checkout, let's say, and you actually go to leave, now it's already popped up for me, so it won't show again. But so they'll show you your price, and if you actually pretend that you're leaving, they'll pop up a extra offer trying to get you to stay. So you'll actually get more money off, and you'll get free domain privacy. So you can see here it's meant to be $1 a month, but you'll get that for free. But anyway, so the basic plan, it's okay. You only get one website, and to be honest, you get 5 email accounts, and you only get 100 megabytes. Now I don't know, but I've had my e-commerce website now for 2 years, and I've used almost a gigabyte of space. I don't think 100 megabytes would last you too long for your email storage. So I think realistically with Bluehost, you're going to be upgrading to the 5.95 a month within a couple of months, definitely. for that email, I don't think that's going to do you for very long. So the basic one, it's fine, but you're not going to be getting too much running out of it. Like it, so don't be basing your price. I actually have two prices. Um, so if you set, let's say we select this one, um, when you're checking out, especially, just be careful because they definitely will try to upsell you. I based it off 12 months, and now the domain registration and encrypt SSL, perfect, that's free. They're going to try and upsell you here. So if you unclick these, you don't really need them, I don't think. It's up to you. If you want them, you can get them, but it's just always adding to your cost. And you'll get this for free as well, so you don't really need that. They can, as I said, if you try to leave, they'll give it to you for free. Um, so $71 for the year is not bad at all. However, as I said, that's the basic plan. If you're going to go for the next step up, it's going to be $95 a year. So realistically, that will be your price yearly because, to be honest, I don't think this basic plan will last you very long. Compared to other basic plans, especially the Blacknight basic plan, you get quite a lot for your money. However, Bluehost, you don't really. You're going to have to upgrade to that middle plan. But on saying that, their middle plan isn't too expensive, $95 a year. And to be honest, I do quite like Bluehost. I like their user interface. I like how simple they make things. And to be honest, if I wasn't with Blacknight, I probably would be with Bluehost, but at the moment I'm not. So they're definitely one to think about. Next, we're going to move on to Namecheap. So Namecheap are quite cheap. However, everything is extra. I do have 15% off hosting. So if you click my link below, you can get 15% off hosting with Namecheap. But it's not doesn't make a major difference. The only thing with Namecheap, you do have to go and like add everything in extra. So you have to add in your domain, and you have to add in your hosting, and you have to add in your SSL and your email. And it's kind of hard to find where to add, hosting and email hosting and everything. I don't their interface isn't fantastic, but they are cheap. So if you look here, you do get free domain protection, which is very, very good. They're the only ones that I've seen that actually give it to you free forever, not just for one year or whatever. They actually give it to you free forever, which is quite good. Um, the domain registration then is 937 for the year. The SSL is 757 for the year, which is good. That's very, very good for SSL. I've got to say that now. That is good. The Stellar, I think it's down from 29 to 21, and then I got 15% off, so it's 18. So in total for the year, and then the email is 823. Now the only thing is, I found the email was quite expensive because in a lot of the other ones you get email for free, but in this it's actually 843 just for email, and then for each extra email address it's 254, which a lot of them say with Blacknight you got 5 email addresses completely for free and 30 websites, whereas this is only one website. So bear in mind when you're looking at these, a lot of the basic plans, they only give you one website. I think all of the American ones, I think Bluehost, Namecheap, and uh, HostGator all only give you one domain on your basic plan, whereas Blacknight actually give you 30, which is amazing. I mean, if you're a web developer or if you're somebody who's looking to develop more than one website, it's so worthwhile going for the Blacknight if you're in Europe, and getting those 30 websites. It's such a relief when you go on to make your next website and you realize you actually don't have to pay for hosting. So anyway, this comes to about €46, which is about $59 for the year. And then that's going to go up next year because it'll actually change to $29 for the year for hosting. So it'll be about €57 or $69 for the year, which is still a good bit cheaper than Bluehost. And they do seem to be quite good. The only thing is, as I said, it's a bit hard to navigate. But I mean, if you can get over that, well, then that is a very good price for your hosting for the year. Um, Now the next one we're going to look at is HostGator. So these are definitely the cheapest, especially if you're going to buy in that's kind of bulk. So if you're going to buy your domain or your hosting for 3 years, these will actually give you a fantastic deal. I've got to say that. So you don't need a WordPress hosting, I don't think, but just go for the web hosting for now. And I think I went for the, oh yeah, so then you can choose your 1 year or your 3 years. Now they do offer free SSL, which is very, very good. I have a code for that as well if you go down below. I have a code. They also give you they're giving me I think a bit of money off here. I'm not sure. Um, that they just gave that to me for free. So they are quite good with their coupon codes and stuff. Now I found it's hard to check out, and it's just I don't know. It's just a bit messy, and this is like you could easily get caught with this. Like this is an extra $23 a year, extra 19 or $20 a year, and it's easy to miss that they actually ticked. Um, but you do get your free SSL search. You do get SEO tools. You do actually get €100 credit for AdWords and Bing ads, which is fantastic. Haven't seen any other hosting providers doing that. I just think it is by far the cheapest, especially if you're going to go for 3 years. So you can see here, if for 36 months, 3 years, it's actually let me see now, there should be something else. I'm not sure. When I looked at this 2 minutes ago, it actually said that that would be 111. So I'm not sure why. Oh, I'm on business. That's why I'm on the business plan. So make sure you're on. If you go on the hatching plan for 36 months, it's only $98. Now you need to add in your domain name to that and everything. But in total, for 3 years, for 1 year, it's $84, and for 3 years, including everything now, your SSL, your email, and everything and your domain name, it's $111 for 3 years, which to be honest, now that's only on domain for 1 year. But to be honest, I actually think that's very, very good, and you get unlimited email for that. So to be honest, I'm very, very impressed by that. That's HostGator. Um, if you don't mind getting past this, just watch out when you're checking out. Watch for these add-ons because they will try and upsell you, and it's hard to notice. I do think it is a bit hard to navigate that if you, let's say, if you want to add something into this email or something, if you want to add an extra bit onto this, it's hard to get back to HostGator, and if you go back, you have to you have to go through it all again. I find the checkout process was a bit hard. It's a bit confusing, but if you can get past that, their prices are very, very good. So I have links to all of these in the description below. You can check them all out and just take on board what I said. Take on board what you're getting for each of the basic plans. If you're in Europe, I would highly, highly recommend Blacknight just because you get so much on the basic plan. As I say, I now have 3 websites. One of them is an e-commerce website. I've been on the basic plan for 2 years, and I've never even had to think about upgrading. I'm not even near my limit. So if you're in Europe, I would highly recommend Blacknight. If you're in the US, it's kind of up to you. It's a throw up between whether you want to go for the very cheap one. Now, I think HostGator has a fantastic deal. I would highly recommend them. However, there is something I like about Bluehost. They seem reliable. They seem very put together and easy to see, easy to know what's going on. But you can choose for yourself. So all the links will be in the description. Thanks very much for watching. So there you go. I really hope this helped. I really hope you've a better understanding of what to look for in a hosting provider and who you might actually go for. The links for all these are in the description. As I said, for Blacknight and stuff, I have a couple of links that will actually give you free domains and things, so definitely check them out. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos, and I'll have loads more helpful videos like this. And if you are just starting out with your WordPress website, don't forget to check out my WordPress course. The link will be in the description, and it'll just make life an awful lot easier for you. I'll bring you right here from setting up your hosting all the way to having your WordPress website up and running, and it'll just make the learning curve a lot shorter for you while you're going through this process. So I hope this helped. I'll see you in the next video, guys.